Welcome to Aparna Maths. So this is chapter 3 matrices. Now I have to explain. Matrices chapter is very important for first year students. So chapter weightage is 22 marks totally. 7 marks plus 7 marks plus 4 marks plus 2 marks plus 2 marks. Total 22 marks. Now I am explaining the definitions of matrices. What is called matrix? A matrix means a rectangular arrangement of rows and columns. It is called a matrix. So rectangular arrangement and columns also is there. So this is called matrix. So horizontal lines are called rows and vertical lines are called columns. Here this is horizontal row and this is vertical. So this is called matrix. Matrix means a rectangular arrangement of rows and columns. Rectangular arrangement. Okay. Next is order of matrix. So definitions I am explaining now. Order of matrix. What is called order? So number of rows and number of columns you have to write an order. Matrix having rows and columns, no? So odd number of rows is m and number of columns is n. You can call it as m cross n also. M cross n. M cross n. Okay. So next is types of matrices. Types of matrices is first one is square matrix. First of all, square matrix means what? A matrix which the number of rows and number of columns are equal means that is called a square matrix. Suppose this is 2 by 2 matrix. Here 2 rows is there and 2 columns is there. Second one is 3 rows and 3 columns. Order is 3. First one is 2 rows and 2 columns. It is a square matrix. In a square matrix, number of rows and number of columns are equal means that is called a square matrix. So this is called square matrix. Here 2 minus 1 9 is called a diagonal and 1 comma 4 is a diagonal. So this is called a principal diagonal. Principal diagonal. So the principal diagonal, if you have to add the sum of all the elements of the principal diagonal is called trace. The sum of elements in the principal diagonal in a square matrix is called a trace. So for example, this is the matrix A is equal to 0, 1, 4, minus 1, 2, 7, 6, 9. Trace is the sum of elements 2 minus 1, 9. You have to add 2 plus minus 1 plus 9, it is equal to 10. That is called trace. Next is diagonal matrix. Diagonal matrix means what? If each non-diagonal element of a square matrix is equal to 0, only diagonal elements is there. Remaining all elements are zeros. So remaining all elements is zeros means the type of matrix is called, the type of square matrix is called diagonal matrix. So this is called a diagonal. Diagonal matrix means each non-diagonal element of a square matrix is 0. Only principal diagonal having elements. Remaining all elements are zeros. So that matrix is called diagonal matrix. Next matrix is scalar matrix. Scalar matrix is you take one square matrix, only principal diagonal are same. All the principal diagonal elements are equal to each other. Then it is called a scalar matrix. Principal diagonal elements are equal. Then it is called scalar matrix. Remaining elements are zeros or whatever. Okay. So that is called a scalar matrix. Only principal diagonal, same elements. So that is called scalar matrix. Next is fourth definition is unit matrix. Unit matrix is principal diagonal elements is 1. All principal diagonal elements are equal. That is called 1. principal diagonal element is 1 and remaining elements is zeros. So that matrix is called unit matrix. It is useful every time. So each non-diagonal element of a square matrix is equal to 0. Non-diagonal means remaining elements. Diagonal matrix are 1. Diagonal matrix are same element equal to 1 only. Diagonal matrix is equal to 1 and remaining non-diagonal matrix are zeros. So that matrix is called identity matrix. Next matrix is null matrix. Null matrix or zero matrix, simply you can say that a square matrix having all elements are zeros is called a null matrix. All elements are zeros, then the matrix is called null matrix. Row matrix means what? Row matrix is only rows is there. For example, 1, 3, minus 2. You can give any one example. 1, 2, 3. This is also a row matrix. And what is column matrix? Column matrix means only one column is there in a matrix. Only one row is there in a matrix. So that is called a row matrix. Only one column is there means that is called a column matrix. Next is triangular matrices. What is triangular matrices? A square matrix is said to be upper triangular matrix and a square matrix is said to be lower triangular matrix. You have to take and Aij, suppose A11, this is the matrix form. A11, A12, A13, A21, A22, A23, A31, A32, A33. So this is the matrix form. So here Aij means 1 is I, J is 1. 1 is I, 1 is J. Here 1 is I, 2 is J. Here 1 is I, 3 is J, like that. Aij means. So Aij is 0 for all I greater than J. For all I greater than J. See, these elements are zeros means upper triangular matrices. And lower triangular means these elements are zeros. These elements are zeros. That is called lower triangular matrix. What is the difference means Aij is equal to 0 and I greater than 0. Upper triangular. And lower triangle means Aij is equal to 0 for all I less than J. I less than J means, see here, I less than J means 3, 1, 3, 2, 3, 3, like this. Only 3, 1, 3, 2 only applicable. Here A21. A21. A21 is 2 is big, 1 is less. Here 3 is big, 1 is less. 3 is big, 2 is less. So these three elements solely applicable for upper triangular matrix. And these three elements applicable for lower triangular matrix. So what is upper triangular matrix means Aij is equal to 0 for all I greater than J. And lower triangular matrix means Aij is equal to 0 for all I less than J. Do you understand? I less than J means? I less than J means this I is 1 and J is 2. J is big. So this is the lower triangular matrix and 1 is I. 3 is J. Here A23. 2 is I. 3 is J. So these three elements A12, A13, A23 are lower triangular matrix. And upper triangular matrix means A21, A31, A32. So these are called upper triangular matrix and lower triangular matrix definition. Next definition is equality of matrices. Matrices A and B are said to be equal if A and B are the same order, corresponding elements also same means. So that is called equality of matrices. Equality of matrices means the number of rows and number of columns are same and order is also Same corresponding elements also a little bit same means. So that is called equality of matrices. Sum of two matrices. How to add two matrices? Sum of two matrices means A and B are two matrices of same order. Then the sum of A and B denoted by A plus B. It is defined the matrix of the elements is A plus B is equal to, for example, A is equal to 3, 2, minus 1, 4, minus 3, 1, and B is equal to 1, minus 2, 7, 3, 2, minus 1. Now you have to add A plus B. A plus B means first element is add to, again here B matrix first element. 3 plus 1. 2 plus minus 2. Minus 1 plus 7. Corresponding elements. You have to add the corresponding elements of A and B. So 4 plus 3. Minus 3 plus 2. 1 plus minus 1. This is the corresponding elements addition. This is the addition of two matrices. Now 3 plus 1 4, 2 minus 2 0, minus 1 plus 7 6, 4 plus 3 7, minus 3 plus 2 minus 1, 1 plus minus 1 that is 0. This is the addition of two matrices. Now next is properties of addition of matrices. What are the properties? Simply I am saying commutative property and associative property, additive identity, additive inverse. Only 4 properties here I am explaining. So what is commutative property? A plus B is equal to B plus A. And associative property means here 3 elements A plus B plus C is equal to A plus B plus C. You can write like that. A plus B plus C is equal to A plus B plus C. You can read. Additive identity means additive 0. 0 is called the additive identity. A plus 0 is equal to 0 plus A is equal to A. Next is additive inverse. A plus B is equal to B plus A. This is called additive inverse. So these are 4 properties of matrices. Now next is scalar multiple of matrices. Next is multiplication of matrices. How to multiply the matrix with any number. First, do you understand the properties of the matrices? First property is commutative property. Second one is associative property. Third one is additive identity. Fourth one is additive inverse. Next is definition of multiplication of a matrix. So see, suppose here you have to multiply with one number k into A. You can say like that. Suppose first 2 is there, A matrix is there here. A is 3, 2, minus 1, 4, minus 3, 1. Then K you take 2. 2A is equal to 2 into 3, 2 into 2, 2 into minus 1. Each and every element you have to multiply. Then you will get the new matrix. So that is called matrix multiplication. Next is properties of scalar multiplication of a matrix. So multiplication properties of matrices. Next is example solved problems I have to explain now.